Hello, I'm from Dubai. I'm 25 years old, and I work with Inclusion International, including Dance International, even Shutter City of Humanitarian Services, especially MS Down Syndrome Association. So currently I'm working on doing consultations about deinstitutionalization, that is talking about institutions and closing down institutions where, to be honest, institution is a place where disabilities are living in at the moment time in the region itself, where there's a lack of care. So we're trying to close those places itself. So to do that, I did consultations about that. I'm motivated in a side event called Listen, Include, Respect. That is that actually really means it works with Inclusion International and Dance International, work in a project called Listen, Include, Respect that actually help organization to be inclusive for to involve disabilities there. So I motivated in that side event over there. But my hobbies are actually changing from the arts and the martial arts into the academic hobbies. So my biggest advice is health is wealth. But in the Special Olympics, I actually experienced by working with the healthy athletes, where I love to help with health and sports rights, alongside my work itself, where we train people about rights of health in a way, and I'm amazed of the World Games itself is teaching the rights of health. Anyway, this is the award where I got nominated to represent the Asia Pacific itself. Anyway, through one of the events I trained in, and also how I got to be in this role is through my mom, who told me I had Down syndrome, who got me to meet this amazing lady called Sheikhah Jamila, who is a board member of Inclusion MENA. And from her, I met a woman called Mia Farah, who was an advocate for the region. So from there, I got into a meeting with Inclusion MENA, where they're trying to look at different people. So luckily, I got nominated to represent Inclusion MENA. And then at some point, I went to Birmingham, where I got elected to, where I got to be in the Congress, where they elected me to be an advocate for the international.
I've been working with Sheikhah for 2 years, right after the World Games. So I wasn't part of that phase in her journey, but I would say working with Sheikhah directly, a big achievement that I think she achieved was sitting on AB Talks in line with a lot of influencers and celebrities, and just reaching out to a huge amount of people and talking to them about what inclusion means and inspiring people. And I do recall everything she said in that interview, and I think it was truly influential. The way she addressed people, the way she carried herself and talked about the rights of people of determination, how their life journey goes. I think all of that is really, really important, and it definitely makes a difference in what the world could be in the future. When I think of Sheikhah's achievements, I can't help but feel inspired. The way she wakes up every day with the ambition to make the world a better place, regardless of how busy she is, what she has on her plate. I know a fun fact about Sheikhah is that she has a notebook that she keeps by her bed, and on our monthly calls when I meet with her, she would always bring it up and talk about the ideas she had, the dreams she wants to achieve. And it's truly inspiring being a close person to Sheikhah and hearing what kind of ambitions she has for herself. Sheikhah's commitment is, I don't want to keep repeating the word inspiring, but it truly is. She has 3 priorities that I'm very aware of. Her number 1 priority is her family. Her second priority is her well-being. And the third one would be inclusion and her commitment to make the world a better place for everyone.
My goal is to keep on training the people without disabilities for them to learn how to include us, how to talk to us, how to, if we need any help, how to approach us itself. So knowing, my goal is to teach people without disabilities about the knowledge they need to know to include us. My name is Sheikha, القاسمي, and this is my story.